Welcome back. This is the Last Survivor DLC episode of Alien Isolation. If you did not watch the other one, what is it? Crew Expendable? I guess this is the first thing you're seeing. This, I will be spoiling some stuff in Romulus as I talk about it. And also, it's worth noting, I'm playing on Novice because I don't really like horror games. I just want to get through it and appreciate Alien. But I have played through the Alien, all of like the base game of Alien Isolation. So that already happened and will be going up on the channel eventually. But right now my channel is doing a DDR marathon while I play through all the Dance Dance Revolution games. So let's get into this first. This one is also supposed to be pretty short. The last one's on How Long to Beat was like less than 30 minutes, even though it took me 50.
In the shuttle.
Good.
We're gonna need coolant for the air support system. Parker, I powered up the shuttle. Have you got those coolant tanks ready?
We're doing it. You want to give us a hand down here?
So I guess I don't get to choose who I'm playing as. I am just Ripley, and that's that. And that's fine, because that's who I played as last time and who I'd want to be. Apparently the other DLC does let you choose who you want to play as between like 3 characters, and they do play a little differently, or so a guide told me, because I got stuck.
Ripley! Ripley, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm doing stuff.
Oh my God.
I'm looking around and doing stuff.
Get out of the way! Leverett is gonna kill us! Leverett, for Christ's sake, get out of the way! Get out of the way, Leverett!
Sounds like things are not going well for the others.
Damn it! Come on! Parker?
So Alien Romulus came out. I thought it was a fantastic movie. I spoke spoiler-free stuff about it in the previous episode, and this will be spoilers for stuff that happens in Romulus. So if you do not want that, go away. I'm going to be speaking openly about it. So things I liked about Romulus was I liked that the characters, or at least all the ladies, they resembled Ripley in like various stages of her character.
Lambert?
Like the
Lambert!
the Asian girl was clearly like
Parker!
Ripley from Alien 3. You know, not a movie I enjoy, but it was cool to see. And then there's like the pregnant girl. Again, spoilers. There's a pregnant girl. Go away. I'm giving you one last warning. She's kind of like the mother Ripley from 2. Sort of the more mothering one. And I had watched Aliens very recently, and I didn't realize that they do not mention Amanda in the extended version, or in the non-extended version. But yeah, I'd seen the extended version, and it talks about Amanda, Ripley's daughter, but in the version I watched just recently, it was on a streaming platform. I think it was Disney Plus, whatever my friend has. And yeah, it just simply did not mention Amanda at all.
No.
So it made me kind of wonder, like, how much of a deep cut is Amanda Ripley? Like, are there people going into this game that are wondering who the hell Amanda Ripley is? It's like, oh no, I knew, that was always there. But back to Romulus. My friends are dead. It's a bummer. But yeah, it was really cool. Every Alien movie has done something new to the Alien formula, with like the xenomorph or creatures involved, like how Prometheus added the pathogen stuff. And you'd think that this new movie would ignore Prometheus and Covenant because people didn't particularly like those. But it absolutely does not, and it's actually Prometheus happenings is actually a kind of important part of Romulus, which I liked because I like Prometheus. I like the stuff it added. I like the engineers. I like the pathogen. Fleeing from the xenomorph. Ooh, I wasn't sure if that meant you needed some more or if you were leaving or what. Sometimes its animations are a little difficult to read. Do I want to climb? No, I want to go this way.
Please work.
Oh, I guess I have this.
Thank you.
But yeah, I also like that Romulus entertained threats in a different way. I'm just gonna lie low for a moment. Like facehuggers got a lot more play. There was a cool part where they had to navigate them instead of facehuggers just being a quick encounter or a vehicle to get a xenomorph going. I liked that they actually messed around with them a little bit more and tasseled with them a bit. That was cool. There's a part where, I mean, acid for blood has always been a thing, and it's just all they could really do with it was if you injure the xeno near you, you risk dying or getting hurt. But there was a cool part where they were killing xenos in zero gravity. Let's just hide again because I hear it coming. Nope. They were killing xenos in zero gravity, so there was just kind of like acid floating around, and there was a really cool tense part where they had to navigate that, and that was really fun. I like when they played a bit more in that space, which was cool. You want me to do something here?
There's something loose on the ship. This unknown organism.
What is it I'm being asked to
Came out
do
of
here?
Canaan.
Is this? Yes.
We just ejected his body out into space.
Did you
I
do
don't know
it?
how Ash missed this thing on the medical scans. It would have been visible. Anyway, he's putting together some sort of tracking device to help us catch it, and Brett and Parker are rigging up something to drive it toward the airlock. But this should never have happened. This is why we have quarantine regulations. For this reason. Anyway, Ripley, signing off.
Okay, I just didn't want to cut that off, but it did things like that, and I really liked, like I said, I liked that they acknowledged Prometheus. As soon as they name dropped the Prometheus expedition, I was pretty jazzed. I thought that was very cool, because again, I like the addition of the engineers and the pathogen to the story. Not a lot of people do, and that's fine.
Rush called me down to medical. Told me something happened. Might be a lot of something, or it might be a lot of nothing, but the parasite is dead. Just crawled into the overhead and died. Damn near gave Ripley a coronary. I left it to Ash to decide what we're gonna do with it. Anything science is his department.
Please, no. So close.
But yeah, it was cool that it had it does acknowledge it. The black goo actually plays a role. That was a thing that is part of the story and does have some effect on things. So I liked that a lot. The end part was I can see how like people might not be crazy about the new type of enemy that appeared at the end. I won't talk of. I guess I did warn this would be spoiler heavy. But it was like an engineer Xeno hybrid, and I thought, you know, that's a cool next step in the evolution of like the threats in this movie series. I like that a lot. What are some other things I really liked about it? Overall, I did enjoy the movie. I thought it was quite good. The Xenos were cool. There was a lot of nods to previous movie stuff. It's just getting here on the quick. Like certain shots were recreated, ones that I remember vividly because of how much I like them. Like in Aliens,
Come on, Ripley.
when what's his name looks up into the ceiling and sees the Xenos coming, that was recreated. I remember that scene vividly because of how much I think that shot is like the coolest shot. The Xenomorphs were cool. They sort of characterize one. It gets electrocuted and has like a little bit of a zap in its like transparent head part. And I like that you do see that Xenomorph show up again a little bit later. It's not just a kind of nothing Xenomorph. Characterizing ones like that is cool. In Aliens vs. Predator, they did that. The one that survived the Predator's net, so it has like a net mark over its head. I like stuff like that. That's fun. It's just like, oh hey, it's the Xeno from before. Instead, you know, they all look the same, so you can't really do that. The hybrid thing at the end was really cool and raised a lot of questions about, you know, what they did with the pathogen and a bit more about how it works.
Warrant officer's log. Due to a much depleted crew, the Nostromo's warrant officer is in the process of collating with Mother. There is a somewhat high probability of her discovering Special Order 937. I'm considering the incident. The organism is deadly, and it's entirely likely that whatever the outcome,
Together.
its safe procurement and analysis is assured. Ash signing off.
Pick up some scrap here. Sorry, I don't want to talk over those because they are interesting and they're read by actors that know more than I do and are better to listen to than I am. But yeah, so the Xenos were cool. The addition of like more play with the acid, more play with the facehugger was really cool. There's a lot of little things, like there's little references to Aliens Isolation, like this game in it. I missed it when I was watching it, but I looked it up afterwards, and apparently you see like the save point phone that's in these ones. And of course there's a lot of little nods to all the other movies. Like I'd said, Alien 3 Ripley is kind of brought in by the one character's appearance, and the other ones kind of resemble Ripley in various stages of her life. That's cool. There was so in the prequel novel to Aliens Fireteam Elite, you learn about like the pathogen and what it did to rats and stuff, and in this one they were experimenting on rats with pathogen.
This is it.
And I thought that was really cool. And it actually shows one of the enemies from Fireteam Elite, the Stalker to be specific, in a cage, because that particular pathogen enemy did come from rats. As you read about in the novel.
The emergency destruct system is now activated. The ship will detonate in T-minus 5 minutes.
Okay, I can do this.
I guess I better hurry my ass up, huh? But yeah, so it did have... I mean, I was looking at article websites because I wanted to read about all the references I may have missed. Because, you know, I can't catch all of it, despite my love of the franchise, you know, having read all the novels. I've even read the novel. I haven't read the novelizations of the movies. I read the novelization of Alien Isolation because there was a chance I'd never play it because of how much I don't like horror games. But here we are doing it, and if you like this game and you wish there was a sequel, then I'd like to inform you that there is a sequel in novel format. Alien Prototype is the sequel to Alien Isolation. This way. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what the additions that Alien Romulus brought with the engineer and xenomorph hybrid is going to do for novels too, because I really like reading all of them. Oh, we're crawling. Sorry, I check my radar a lot. I'm so bad at navigating, I don't want to miss anything. This looks like where I want to go though, right? Yeah. I wonder if that's just it. Yeah, that might just be it. Maybe it's super short, or maybe there's a bit more.
Final report of the commercial
But
starship
yeah, it had a,
Nostromo.
when I was looking at articles,
officer
it was
reporting.
absolutely not talking
The
about
other members
references
of the
to Fireteam
crew,
Elite or
Kane,
any novel related
Lambert,
stuff, but it was in there.
Parker,
Someone did their
Fred,
research and they included some really cool
Ash,
stuff, and I was
and
really
Captain
glad for that.
Dallas are dead.
So if you're as passionate about Alien as
Cargo
I
and
am,
ship destroyed.
and you're not one of those people
I
that's
should
like,
reach the frontier in about
Resurrection
6
is
weeks.
bad, everything after
With a
2
little
is
luck,
bad,
the
like,
network
nah,
will
just,
pick me up.
sure, they're not great,
This is Ripley.
not everyone's gonna like them, but they all do interesting
Last
things.
survivor of the Nostromo.
Except, well, I mean, Alien 3
Signing off.
introduced the idea of they can get into animals and did the quadruped thing, but that's really all it does.
See you soon, Amanda.
And I mean, there's also a lot of moments in Romulus where it's like, the science of that doesn't really check out. But, you know, it's a silly sci-fi horror movie. It's supposed to be fun, and it was fun. Not all the characters are likable, but that's kind of intentional. The play with androids is really cool. Wow, that was a pretty short one. That took me way less time than the last one. But yeah, the androids were kind of an important part of it, as they should be. They played a crucial role in the story. The xenomorph is very cool. The new xenotype at the end is really interesting. And yeah, I guess it's just a good movie, so you should see it if you have any interest in the Alien franchise at all. And I hope you watch it with an open mind so you can appreciate, you know, all the different things that all the movies have done for the franchise. Like, I like Alien Resurrection. I think it's fantastic because of how weird it is. And I'm really glad that this one didn't stay bare bones and only be about escaping xenomorphs. I'm really glad that it did something wacky at the end. That was probably the highlight for me because like I said, I like Resurrection. I like it when it gets a little wacky. Anyways, thanks for watching. There will be a full playthrough of Alien Isolation going on this channel eventually, but right now the channel is being overtaken with Dance Dance Revolution while I play through all of those, so you'll have to wait a while. But I hope you enjoyed this and the previous episode, and I hope you enjoy Romulus if you haven't seen it. And if you've seen it and you don't like it, don't bother telling me in the comments. I don't care for negativity. I like to like things, and I want everyone to just enjoy things without people whining and complaining, so don't leave any comments. Just don't. Anyways, goodbye.